Normally when I'm building something, usually on the lathe, I use wood like this bloodwood or this lace wood, which are gorgeous, but boy are they expensive. So for this project, I went down to the local Lowe's and I bought this $25 worth of lumber. This is a piece of Doug fir 2x4, an 8-foot hemlock 2x6, and some cedar fence boards. This cost a tenth as much as one of these boards. So let's see what I can do with it and how it turns out. This is what I decided to make. It's a lamp with the globe part will be open segment hemlock turned on the lathe, and the base is going to be laminated, 4 laminated supports out of the cedar fence boards, and then there'll be some accents on the globe out of the redder Doug fir. Here we go. I've transferred the pattern over to my mold block, and now I'm going to cut this out and hopefully it will work. Okay, here's the form cut out, and this is the piece I cut out, and it'll hopefully be the shape of the lamination when I take it out. And with my plan there, it would go like right there. Of course it'll be shaped different, but this is what the blank would look like when it comes out. Okay, there's our first first leg for the base in the jig. Worked good. It's all tight. It was a little bit of work, but got it going. Got the clamps off, so let's see what happens. See if it worked. It stayed in the mold good. Well, it looks pretty good. Nice and solid. Cool. Okay, I'll just cut all these out to the profile. This is the second one. I made a few changes on my procedure. I put wax paper on the bottom to keep it from sticking, and then I put this block on there which lines up this part of the mold, and so it can't slide, and it made it way easier to clamp up. This should come out easier this time. Oh yeah, wow, that's way better. This is the last leg, and this one has electrical wire down through it, running through it just like that. That's kind of super glued in place, and it has to come out of these to the wall, to the light. And when I glue it up, I'll have them down through there in the jig. This is the first round for the bottom of the globe. I've got about 250 of these wedges to cut, different widths. This is for the open segment part of the globe. Just for info, this is the plan I made when I was designing the lamp, and these are the calculations formulas there that I use to determine each segment, open and closed. And then these are all the other calculations that I do, so I know how to cut everything to fit. Okay, this is a press that I made for doing open segment, and I've got these 24 pieces in there, and I'm just finishing gluing them up with this little acid brush. And then we'll take this, which I pre-marked how I want it to go, which is going to be the bottom, and we'll put it on there. The rest of them will have a center, but this one doesn't yet. So I'll get that on there, that on there, put this in, spin down this thing. It's kind of fun. It's normally what I do. And then we got to take it out and get it and put on the next row of open segments. So do that, clamp it up. It's oozing out nice, which is good. It's really important, obviously, to make sure these are all surfaced exactly the same thickness. All right, here we go. Let it go for half an hour. This is a back plate that I can put on the 4.5-inch face plate, and it also centers on all the rest of the courses of the open segment. It will center them to keep it all lined up good. Okay, this is the last course for the bottom of this globe. So far it's went well. Get it on there and make sure it looks lined up good, which it does. Tighten them up. Okay. There you go. That's a rough idea of what the base is supposed to look like. I have to turn each half of this sphere separately and then glue them together. So while I'm turning the half, I'm going to glue on this piece of 1/4-inch plywood to solidify and support that outside, and then I'll turn that off before I glue it. Last cut on the blocks. There you go. Well, we'll get this face plate on the bottom half, get it on the lathe and see if it's centered pretty good. Hope so. If not, be in trouble. Okay, here we go. And that's pretty centered. I'm really happy with that. It's always a little bit nerve-wracking when I'm first starting to turn an open segment piece. Never had one come apart, but it's still nerve-wracking. Switch to a bowl gouge. It cuts a lot smoother. Well, it's starting to look like half of a sphere. It's just really roughed in, but getting there. I'm going to turn the inside next to get off all the high spots before I take too much off here. And then I'll have to make a pattern so I can get exactly half of the sphere, because it's got to mate up to the other one when I turn it and look like a nice sphere. Cut the inside of this plywood out. I'll leave this strip on here till I get the inside completely turned, and then I'll turn that off. This is a curved tool rest I made just for turning inside of bowls, and it fits this really good. I've made this little pattern out of a shredded wheat box based on my drawing plan over there. And so I'm using it to get each half the right profile. Right now I'm a little low there, so I got to take some out there and some here. And that's the whole thing. So this goes here and the other one goes on the top. Getting close. The pencil mark is where I don't want to touch. Ooh, a lot closer. In fact, that's virtually right on. I like it. I've got the center cut out. The support is just supporting that last row temporarily. And now I'm going to work on getting the inside. Got the outside profile done. Nice, matches the other one. So we'll do a little bit in here. It's like a big fan, but when this is open, for these open segments. Well, apparently I spoke too soon. There's something caught in there and it broke this one out, so I've got to get it back in there. And it goes in really nice like that, and this will go back down on top. And here's a couple pieces from the inside. I don't know if I'll need those. Anyway, so I'm going to use some super glue. I now buy this at Harbor Freight. It works great, and it's a medium gap filling. It's cheap, and the kicker I have to get online now because our hobby shop closed. But you have to have kicker if you're using super glue. Otherwise, it just doesn't work. Okay, got it all repaired. These two went on good. This one I don't need because that's going to be turned off. This is the top, and I've got the plywood support trimmed off and turned this so it's real flat across the faces. And these inside and outside diameter match the top, the bottom, so good to put it together. Okay, I got it all glued up, and then I'll turn it in one piece. Inside's all turned, sanded, and ready for finish. Got to turn the tops and bottoms. Got it all glued together and ready to true up. And here's my pattern. And this way, you know, it's pretty good. It fits pretty good. This way, there's the center line. Here's the center line. I've got a little, so I need to take this down about 3/16 right in the middle and get it to fit there. I'll have a nice sphere. Got all the turning done. It's a nice sphere. I'm going to sand it. I'm going to do most of it with this disc. I've got it running backwards, so when this is coming this way, it'll be going against it. I spent a lot of time sanding, so I'll let you go and get back to you. Okay, all the turning done that I can. I'm going to cut this tail off. This is the top of the globe. And then I'm going to turn it very carefully. Finish the end. Oh, this is exciting, isn't it? There you go. Now I'm going to finish the curve on the top of the sphere here. I'm going to take it really easy. I expect there to be any problem. But it's completely unsupported, and as you can see, it flexes. Like that right there. Okay, I've got this rough hole in the middle that centered the bottom piece. I'm going to bore a hole to clean it up, hopefully with this Forstner bit, 1-inch Forstner bit. Going to go slow. It's only about, I think, 1/4 to 3/8 thick here. All right, here you go. Looks pretty good. Yeah, I like it. That's about a 1/2 inch, which is about what all the rest of it is, so that's turned out well. Got to pop this off of here using this chisel. Hold it onto it. There you go. Got it. Going to sand what's left of that plywood off of here very carefully with this disc sander. Kind of hold on to it really tight so it doesn't catch it. Just touching up this curve on the top there. There you go, that'll do it. Okay, I've glued up this block. It's going to be the middle that holds the 4 legs together. Just finishing up turning this middle part. Got the hole all the way through, and now I've got to bore this out all the way I started it to put the socket in. Okay, I think that looks good. Okay, this is going to be a little bit stressful. I want to level these legs exactly, so I'm going to use this disc sander. But boy, I got to make sure it doesn't catch an edge. So I'm going to go real soft. Working pretty good. Well, getting the base together was kind of a hard-fought battle, but finally got it together, and that's what it's going to look like. It's ready to final sand and hook up the electrical. Okay, finally got to the fun part, making it look pretty. I've already sprayed the inside. And I'm using lacquer. This is Deft satin. Okay, I'm going to take the camera out so I don't get overspray on it. Okay, got the 4th and final coat on my lamp, and now I've got just a little electrical to do.
cedar is really pretty. Well, there it is. Puts out a pretty dramatic light pattern.